When the door locks down, yes, I said free. And come on, get it on the floor, bang against the wall, screaming till your head will explode. Now that you know my name, I'm the best. There's no protest, and now I'm coming. Who's next? Get it on the floor, bang against the wall, screaming till your head will explode. Now that you know my name, I'm the best. There's no protest, and now I'm coming. Who's next? Get it on the floor.
All right, fight fans, here we go. SparStar Promotions is proud to present 3 rounds of mixed martial arts for the SparStar Promotion Bantamweight title and the vacant California State title. This bout is sponsored in part by Ink Junkie Bullies. Once again, our referee in charge of this bout, Michael Bell. And now, introducing to you first, on my right, fighting out of the red corner, he is wearing black trunks trimmed in red. He is training out of Cage Combat Academy in Victorville by way of Hesperia. He weighed 135 pounds. His record, 4 wins, 1 loss, with 3 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Michael Santiago. His opponent across the cage on my left, fighting out of the blue corner, he is wearing black trunks trimmed in gold. He is training out of Fight Academy in Pasadena and CMMA in Gardena by way of Laredo, Texas. He weighed 135 pounds. His record, 5 wins, 4 losses, with 2 wins coming by way of stoppage. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the current SparStar Promotion Bantamweight Champion, Chris the Gator Martinez. Once again, our referee in charge, Michael Bell, to give final instructions.
All right, gentlemen, you got your instructions backstage. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands all times. If you want to touch gloves, do it now. Best of luck to both of you.
All right, Michael Santiago in the red corner, Chris Martinez in the blue. Chris stepping in has a bit of a height advantage. See if he uses it. Nice crisp jab. Oh, good answer from Chris after taking a shot himself. Mixing it up high and low, throwing the jabs to the head, also to the body. Good 1, 2, 3 there. All blocked from Santiago. Those jabs are quick from Martinez.
You're also getting the sense that, I mean, Chris Martinez seemed to be shaking that one off, but you're looking over at Michael Santiago and you realize the size differential between the two. So he's probably just trying to figure out where he's going to find his entry. And, you know, sometimes trying to get that range by people who have just a little bit more wingspan than you, it creates interesting problems that you have to solve in real time.
Yeah, at the amateur level, typically, even if there is a kind of severe height differential, people don't use the striking and that size advantage to their favor the way that they could, but both of these guys are really experienced for amateur fighters, so it's not really a big surprise that Chris Martinez is using that height advantage to great effect, and it's giving Santiago a hard time getting on the inside. He's trying to use these flurries to get to the inside, but Martinez is very composed and keeping that distance and just keeps pushing that jab and connecting with it very frequently.
I mean, you look at the size differential, 5'5" versus 5'11", and you figure that out and you think, okay, same weight, all good, but you kind of understand that it makes you have to commit to getting that closer on the inside, which can be a problem if you have somebody with that recognition, that type of speed. So you don't want to get caught doing anything. And if you're looking at this very carefully, it does look like occasionally Chris Martinez might be slipping in a couple words here and there in between these strikes. Like, I think he's just kind of like egging him on to see what kind of reaction he could get from him. And that definitely should put some respect over on young Michael Santiago.
Yeah, especially, oh man, when Santiago is tagging Martinez in these flurries, like he's starting to hit his mark a little bit more often when he's getting in. Martinez is just sticking his tongue out, taunting him. Of course, that usually means that you did connect. But if Santiago doesn't realize that could play in his head, and he's thinking that anything he's throwing at him is just not working.
Well, that last look by Santiago looked like somebody who was confident in knowing what he has been doing. That look that he gave him, which is, oh no, I know it's working. That you have to stay that course. You cannot let that waver at all, because they find that little bit of an entry, and they just abuse that for the next 2, 3, 4 rounds, whatever it is. Meanwhile, Chris Martinez, the credit to his work has been the result of Michael Santiago's face. You've seen it start to pop a little bit on that nose. You're seeing him connect, and I think one shot in particular toward the latter part of that round started to demonstrate, like, no, he's finding a target that he's hitting repeat on, and that's a great thing to start to be able to do. So some interesting exchanges here in round 1 of this Dose title fight. All right, here we go. Round number 2.
See if Chris, the 1-1-2 there. Oh, these are quick flurries, and he's connecting with them. Oh, but that jab is just stiff and really effective. He's landing it a lot. At least Martinez has closed the distance here.
Man, just look at that underhook here.
I'm sorry, Santiago's closed the distance.
But look at that underhook by Martinez. That underhook was critical. I mean, it just kind of maneuvers wherever he wants. Meanwhile, though, Santiago almost had an entry to that takedown, but instead Chris Martinez gets his.
Yeah, that outside trip.
And that's going to allow him to tee off for a split second, continue busting up that nose a little bit.
Yeah, I think it was already a little bit compromised from those stiff jabs that Martinez keeps hitting. There's another one. Just pretty relentless, and they are firm, too, so not fun to be on the end of those.
But, man, every time you look at Santiago and he just gets worked up, I mean, there is at least a 3-punch combo every single time he advances. And I didn't notice this, but I mean, am I seeing some bleeding over on the ear? Definitely stop that flurry dead in its tracks. Credit Chris Martinez.
Well, Santiago blinking his eyes pretty heavy there. I think these are starting to take their toll.
Yeah. Oof.
Martinez, not only fast, but precise.
Yeah. And you know what? I think now he's gotten the timing when he does that back step where he can really connect. And legitimately, that is so hard to do. But to build in the timing of your opponent and still connect while you backpedal, that's an impressive shot to hit consistently. And you know what? That jab hasn't stopped, John. It has been a menace for the past several minutes.
Yeah, this has got to be, if you're Santiago, like, this fight is going to be so annoying and just difficult to figure out. This puzzle is very tough to solve.
Yeah.
If Santiago, I mean, he has had success making these flurries and getting in, but he's also just eating these long jabs, and it's just keeping him out, stopping all of his setups. The wilder it gets, the better it should be for Santiago, especially if he closes the distance while it becomes wild. And there, great
Well done.
job closing that distance and getting into the double leg, putting Martinez on his back and throwing some punches. He's trying to capitalize. Only 10 seconds left, and that's it.
Damn. If there was ever a time that you wanted to see that, it was there. That's a good confidence moment. It's just, it might have happened a little late in the round to make a major impact, but when he really commits there, it's incredibly impressive, and it's debilitating because you saw how shocked Martinez looked to have to deal with that. So, it'll be interesting to see if he's able to replicate that, but it's really interesting. You got a slight preview at what it's like for Chris Martinez to work up against the gun. When he was pushed up against that cage, he made very, very simple adjustments that, maybe start to signify it's going to be harder, even if Santiago does pass the guard, to kind of keep him pinned like that, because he's been so difficult to do that with that reach up against that cage. He's moved him quite effortlessly up against the cage, and now hoping for the best, but it's all smiles for Chris Martinez. Your third and final round for Dos Belts. No surprise. Starting off right with the jab. That one, Santiago did swat away.
Oh!
Nice
Connects with
knockdown.
the left hand.
But watch. Now you're going to notice excellent regard work here by Chris Martinez. He gets the knockdown. He's
trying
in
for a guillotine,
on a guillotine.
standing.
Oh, man. He is throwing everything into this.
Oh, this is actually really smart, going to the close guard.
And he's anchoring on the legs, so he's not even closing the guard. He's just keeping this and creaking in the pressure. Now he's going to go to that closed guard. This is interesting because he might burn out his hands, but this is good, and he gets the tap. Well done. Wow. Well done, Michael Santiago, making it happen when it might not have happened. And yet that man flexing on him as he should. Congratulations. That was awesome to see. And I mean, I will say this. If one person jumps, your team does not get to jump with you. I think that should be a rule. I don't know how these structures stay up. I don't want everybody to tumble down. And of course, Santiago going over to give some words, I believe nice words on over to Chris Martinez, but what a moment. I don't even know that you can call that a true comeback because he was in the fight. But one thing that I was noticing was when he passed the guard in that second round, or he was working to pass that guard, you noticed the great resiliency from Michael Santiago. He was fast. He was fast in recognizing, Chris Martinez regards very well. He gets that intel. He comes into this third round. Even with that fast regard by Chris Martinez, snatches up the neck, goes for that guillotine, doesn't have it perfect, weighs down the legs, then makes the adjustment to go into that closed guard, and turns out that was all he needed to do.
Yeah, that was that was surprising. It was an arm-in guillotine.
Yeah, one of the hardest to do, John.
Yes. Here's the double leg. I think this is from the first round.
This is the second round. So this is where I thought, look at how well Martinez regards and blocks these shots, even when he's pushing off against the legs. That's how he ended the second round. Clips him here.
Really good flurry.
And this is where I was nervous. This is where I was nervous because look at the regarding again. Sees the neck, has it. So instead of going into a pass, says, let's just screw that entirely. Let's just take the neck home if we can. Let's go for the official decision.
Ladies and
back into the
gentlemen,
cage right
at
now,
41 seconds of round number 3, referee in charge, Michael Bell, stops the contest due to a tap out from a guillotine choke submission. Our winner in the red corner, they are the new California State Bantamweight Champion and the new SparStar Promotion Bantamweight Champion, Michael Santiago!
That's right, fight fans. You got it there. Michael Santiago. Brother, how you feeling?
I feel very, very blessed, very, very honored. All glory to God. All glory to God.
Got a huge fan base here. Want to give any shout outs and who you train with? Let me know what's happening, brother.
I trained at Cage Combat Academy in Victorville, California, under the best head coach, Alex Reyes. Got Albert in my corner, Marlo, Dylan, all my other training partners. You know who you are. I appreciate you guys. I love my beautiful fiance, wherever she's at. Love you, baby. Dad, you're at home watching. I love you, man.
Now walk me through. We're going to show the replay of your submission here, so let's check this out.
Oh, you know, man, once I see a neck, I just go for it. And took a little bit of adjusting here, but I knew if I kept it, I heard my coach tell me the technique, how to finish. Stayed with it, trusting the process, like he always says. Alex Reyes, the best in the game.
All right, fight fans, make some noise for your new champion, Michael Santiago!
Well, I mean, if you needed some evidence to trust in the process, that was definitely a compelling case right there from Michael Ray Santiago. He gave a lot of props on over to his academy, saying that they basically teach you how to finish those guillotines, and the adjustments were real. The technique was real. The finish was even better than the real thing. So that was a lot of fun to watch. Well done there, young man.